Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bible Tidbits YouTube channel. And today I have a video that is 5 years in the making for me personally. And that is the complete ESV Expository Commentary set. Yeah, that's right. All 12 volumes of this set. I bought my first commentary in this series about 5 years ago. And I quickly bought every one that they had available at the time. And just recently, they have finally finished up volume 1, which was the last volume to be released. I pre-ordered it months ago, and it just came in yesterday. A few of these volumes, as through the years, were released, and I picked up a few of them at T4G to kind of finish out the set. And now I've got them all. And I actually own all of these print, of course, as you see here, this humongous stack. I also own the Logos version of all of them. And I actively use this commentary set, weekly. I've been not using them as much lately because I've been teaching through the book of Genesis, but now I have Genesis, so it's going to get back in the rotation. I read the Revelation edition or section for my class in Revelation. I've read through Acts, I think twice now actually, the book of Romans, used it countless times in the Psalms, and just countless references throughout the whole Bible from this set. And I have to say, I absolutely love it. I use it as kind of my first line of defense, so to speak, whenever I am studying. And when I try to describe this commentary set to people, I describe it as the ESV study Bible that they told the authors, don't worry about space. So this is study Bible. Some of the notes actually line up very well with the ESV study Bible, but they can go in so much greater depth with a stack this big, of course. As you can see, some volumes, they're not very big there, like volume 11 there, but then volume 1 that I just got in is a tank, 3, 5, 6. There's these. Some of these are humongous. Just look at that. That's my whole hand right there, and just in the spine, as they cover a lot of scripture with a lot of depth. But one thing I like about this set is, we'll just grab this one off the top here. So you see, this one is Hebrews through Revelation. So when you buy it, it's 12 volumes. You aren't buying a single volume for each book of the Bible. So that means it only takes 12 purchases to get this entire thing if you want to build it up slowly. You could also buy the entire set, and I don't know how much that cost. I will link it below, but I want to say it's like $400 for the entire set. So for an entire deep commentary set, that's a pretty good deal. Now, these aren't going to be as deep necessarily as some of your single volumes, but there's a lot of single volumes that this is more deep than. When we get to the format of these, they're all formatted the exact same. There's a book introduction, so we'll just kind of show here. Right here we have, 1 Peter by Sam Storms, little title page, the bibliography from James before, and it starts off with an overview just in the introduction section. So stuff you might find before a book of the Bible in, say, a study Bible. So who wrote this? General overview. There's some different things, genre, theology it speaks of, how it relates to the rest of the Bible, interpretive challenges, and it's got a section about preaching from this book, which is nice. And then it's got a very detailed outline of the book, and then it gets into the text. So there's the outline, and it starts the text. And it does have the text in the book for all of them. So this first section, 1 Peter 1 through 12, has got those verses. It's got the section overview, the outline just of that section, so you redo the outline. Then it's got comment. That looks like 3 pages on verses 1 and 2 of chapters 1 through 12. And then it has a response section at the end of each subsection. And then we got verses 3 through 5. And then it's got 6 and 7, 8, 10 through 12, 9, 10 through 12, and then another response. So you get to the response there, and then you start the next section. And it just works through every book like this. And they each have their author, but they have a good coherence. Even though they're all different authors, they're all very symmetrical. So let's flip to the end of 1 Peter here. But it just goes through, puts the book. After the final section, it's got a bibliography, and that's it. And then after the bibliography, you go straight to the next book. And that's how all of these work. And so it's really nice because you don't have to buy 66 editions, which actually that's difficult to do even whenever you start getting individual volumes. I know the sets I have, I have several that Luke is 2 volumes. So you're talking over probably 70 editions sometimes. Sometimes the smaller books will get put into one, so it probably balances out. But 60 plus volumes to get the whole Bible, whereas this is just 12. And the notes it has are insightful. They offer a depth to them, but not too much. This is some of my youth students that are pretty deep in the Bible. I recommend them. And I have some that get these, and they like to use them alongside their study. Of course, I recommend how to properly use commentaries in their study, but they're ones that are actively engaging with a study Bible, and this gets them just a little bit more depth. It interacts with languages a little bit, not overly done, but it's done in such a way that if you don't know the languages, it's not going to bother you. But if you do, it's helpful. And I like how they've handled those issues. But it's the simplicity, but also the depth it offers is just amazing to use to work through a book. I also like these because it's not too much. It kind of gets to the point. It gets the main things. It's not getting into a ton of the, say, academic debates and things like that. And those are good, and I like to get into those personally. I've got another video on the channel about my commentary collection, which is massive with a lot of academic commentaries. But that's why I said this is my first line of defense. My first commentary I'm going to go through is this one. And it's going to kind of give me the no-nonsense. It's going to get me the information I want from a commentary. And then I can go to the more academic ones and maybe hear about some of those arguments. But if I've already read through a commentary, some of those arguments I might just skip through because I'm not really interested in that right now. So these are great for that. If you are starting out wanting to get into commentaries, get you some commentaries to help you study the Bible deeper, first off, learn how to use them properly. But then second, I would recommend checking out this series. It's a way you can get more, easier, and faster. And I think they offer so much for us. They're offering it now as a complete set, or you can buy an individual. But they're really pretty too. I mean, you get all these nice black books with the gold gilding there or gold edging. They're just white edges, paper, on a shelf, and they look good, but they offer so much in their own Bible study. Each one is hardback, and it's got they got a single ribbon in each one of them. As you see, there are all the ribbons just dangling there. And there's something you can go, and maybe you're doing a devotion, and you're not teaching, say, expository through, or your pastor preached a message and you have a question about that. It's an easy one to go to that section. You flip open, you find the section, maybe 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 1 is the issue. I don't know what that verse says, but you could flip and go find it in this commentary and read the section it's got on it, and it'll probably answer your question. I know some commentaries I have, if I have a question about a specific verse, maybe I just heard something or I'm writing a devotional, so I'm not working through the whole book. I just want to go look at something on this one verse. A lot of commentaries make that difficult, but not these. These are ones you could sit back in a rocking chair and actually read straight through, or they're ones you could grab off a shelf, flip to one verse, read what it says about that one verse, and then put it back. And you're going to benefit and profit from both. And that is a niche that is not common in the Bible commentary world, but to have a set like this, that's 12 volumes. It's not a single volume. It's not a study Bible, but it's not a 60-plus volume. You can go straight to the verse you want. You can read them straight through comfortably, even, honestly, just some reading. Maybe you're not necessarily studying the book. It's got the scripture in there. Read the scripture, read the notes. Read the scripture, read the notes. And I enjoy doing that in these to get those perspectives. So you can read through it just for fun. You could reference it to study, and then you can just go hop into random spots and benefit from it. And so there's not many commentaries on the market, I think, can do all of that. And that's why I love this set so much. That's why I have the digital version and the physical copies, because when I'm on the go, whenever I work in youth ministry, I just got back from a mission trip. I use these on the mission trip, the digital version. As I was looking through Acts, I was flipping through some of the notes in Acts on my Logos digital version of them. I go to camps, and maybe I just need to reference a commentary real quick because I got a question about something that's come up at camp, but I don't know it. Working with students so much, the times they're going to catch me off guard with difficult questions are going to be when I'm away from my library. That's how it always happens. So I can pull up my phone. I can flip and just see what that says about a passage. Maybe I kind of know the passage that their question stems from, but I can go and find notes on it. And so they're just so versatile. And just they work expository through the text. I think anybody can profit from these. And by doing that, by working through these, by using these, there's so much you can do. So I'm going to link these down below. I encourage you to check them out and use them, and maybe they can help deepen your own personal Bible study. And I know if you buy any of these, you won't regret it. So I thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you all next time.